Here we go. All right.
Right. Hello, everyone. We are live in Gimbalabs Open Space. This is a space where we make decisions about the direction of Gimbalabs. And it's an open space. That means anyone can join and decide where Gimbalabs goes. We also decide how to spend our treasury money at Gimbalabs in the space. And we have an agenda for today. In the agenda, we'll be starting with reviewing the summer proposals. So a bunch of proposals have been completed in the summer. We'll be reviewing those proposals. And after that, we will be consenting on a couple of proposals that are going to be presented. Is that it, Newman, or is there anything else?
I I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. We go through these reviews we do at the last Thursday of the month. And and so this is the last Thursday. And so we've had a couple of projects finish up over the summer here in North America, in the Northern Hemisphere. And on the screen you can see the proposals. This is our big project board and the various phases. And in these in progress, we've got these. Um, and these are the ones that we had sort of invited to be Odin Asteria, the African Education Initiative, Datum Dons, and the video updates for the Plutus PBL. What do you think, Harsha? Is it time to start with the community reviews
I
or
think
the
so.
the review of the project, reviewing of the projects?
All right. Yeah, yeah. I thought we could start with Odin, but since Nori is not here, let's start with Asteria. Is there anyone that would want to uh, summarize what we did for Asteria? It can be about 5 minutes long. You don't have to be. It doesn't have to be longer than that. Andrew, what do you think? Because I feel like you put in the most work in Asteria, so I feel like you should be the one presenting it. What do you think, Andrew?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I'll be doing the video one as well, which is fine if you're all happy for me to talk.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Asteria. Okay, all right, let's go. So,
yeah.
I mean, it was a great experience. I think overall, it took us a lot longer than we'd anticipated. When we took on the project, we thought we were just going to be building a front end. We quickly realized that in order to do it, we'd have to understand the smart contracts and the off chain. And then when we dug into that, and we sort of got our head around the smart contracts, we realized that the off chain code was deprecated, that we're using the old Lucid. And we can't do this. So we're going to have to rewrite it all, which Emmanuel took a real great lead in that. Getting the mesh, rewriting it all into mesh. A couple of things that threw us really held us back was there was a few changes by TX Pipe themselves. They changed the smart contracts at one stage, which was giving us type errors. But we really stuck at it. I think we can all be pretty proud of. Well, I'm definitely proud to have been part of the team because we really stuck at it.
Yeah.
We got,
Yeah.
we pushed through and we pushed through. And then it wasn't really until the last, say, maybe 6 weeks of the project where we actually
Uh-huh.
started working on the front end proper. Well, to be
Yeah.
fair,
Oh,
Harsha and Newman had put in like a basic front end with like, they designed it. We just didn't have the content because we couldn't get anything working. But once we did, then we were able to work on the front end, and we now have a working project on pre-prod. Touchwood, we finished the project maybe about a month ago. I'm not sure many of us looked at it since, but you can now build a project and you can create a ship and you can move your ship, uh, play Mysteria, and you can do that all on a little 2D grid. By clicking space, it's pretty cool. And putting it to use, Newman and Harsha actually took part in the TX Pipe competition,
oh, yes.
representing Gimbalabs. And I think they had to change the code base a little bit. I didn't really take much part in it, but I believe using what we'd done, they put in a good show. So
Oh man.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think it was a really, really good learning experience, and I think we all learned a lot. Yeah, I think
yeah,
considering that it was something much bigger than we anticipated, I think we can all give ourselves a bit of a round of applause, really, for
yeah,
Yeah.
sticking at
yeah.
it.
It was great.
Really
Yeah,
good.
I agree. I learned more than I learned in the last 20 years, by the way. So it's great.
And it for my part, like doing all the project management work, like collaborating on a code base. I was always in this Fig Jam, like tearing down the different documentations and putting it into a visual thing. Actually, Emmanuel paid me a huge compliment when he's like, "Hey, where's the link to that Fig Jam that you did?" And I was like, oh, "Okay." And I was like, "Let me explain stuff." He's like, "No, this is all I need. This is all I need. This is perfect." I was like, "Oh, okay." So it and then doing the game was absolutely yeah, it was the best learning experience because of the game nature and all that whatnot. Yeah, I was really really happy and super stoked to be a part of it. Emmanuel, you got anything to add?
Yeah, I think you guys have said it all because the Asteria project, like maybe I would say it's like a lifetime. It's one of the projects like I would continue to remember because I learned a whole lot of things. And if you also feel like where can I get it started in learning Cardano development, I would say I would personally recommend you to just go check on Gimbalabs Asteria code base. Just yeah. So yeah, that's what I'll just
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people will absolutely struggle to understand the code base because, it's
yeah.
yeah, it's hard to understand. But, if they can figure it out, I think they'll learn a lot.
Well, we
For
did.
sure. No,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
and one of the challenges we had was, at the start of the project, and there was no proper documentation. No one was there to just say, this is how you do this is how you do that. So that alone took us maybe 1 or 2 months to navigate everything out, and so yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, and one other achievement is that through Asteria, Emmanuel started working for Mesh, so which I think is really great.
I'm looking for the party emoji. Yeah, that's fantastic. All right. So let's get down to like the super awesome part, which is moving this from in progress to done. And there it goes. Just like
Cool.
that. It's down here in the done now. All right. See you, mister. That's pretty cool. All right. So that, and I think we're on time. Harsha, what do you think? On
I
to the
think,
next?
yeah, on to the next. That was great. So should we do a community code review next? So because
Yeah.
it's me and Newman that are there, so we
Yeah,
can just
yeah, let's do it.
quickly. All
Uh,
right.
in progress. Community code review. Now this one is, yeah, we also call this datum dons.
Data nodes,
And
yeah.
this one came out of a uh
It came out of Icon live coding actually.
yeah, yeah. In Icon live coding, we would sort of do this pair programming where we would sort of like try to figure out, we would get a new, we remember we used to call it the noob. And we was like, no, let's call them the Dawn and then let them sort of command everybody. And we took this mafioso sort of aesthetic and yeah, really in a huge part by our man Unspent, um, who put together quite a bit of this and was really a big driver of the project. So big kudos to him. But basically, what we did was we reviewed the code line by line and discuss the patterns and dig into the documentation so that we all understood it. And it was interesting because the learner or the Don got to choose which direction it went. Um, the person investigating the code really drove the conversation. And then what we called the capos uh, would sort of assist and help navigate the code, and we learned a tremendous amount about it, and we produced quite a bit of really good content here on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing is that like Asteria taught me how to interact with contracts, and reading these contracts in community code review like really taught me how to write contracts. And now I feel actually pretty comfortable writing contracts, which is mind-blowing to me because I really struggled initially, but now I feel pretty good about it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Louis, do you want to say something, Louis?
Absolutely.
And if
Yeah,
anyone
I
else
Oh
do
is
want to
yeah,
say a few
Lewis was
things.
there. Yeah.
I feel like this is the community code review was so much fun, right? It felt like you're role playing as a mafia boss, and the whole time you're the leader, but then you're also the learner, right? So
Yeah.
you get to teach as well as learn, man, right? As opposed to figuring out why the code is working, yeah. You guys will get to understand why it breaks, right? Because you're going through different parts, right? You keep changing a few things to see what will happen. If this happens, you're like, okay, this is why it's breaking, right? As opposed to just understanding why it works. So that was so much fun. I loved it.
Yeah. And we've got and thanks Lewis. Thanks for being there. You definitely were a part, and Lewis actually invited some friends, and so we were all like, we really did get a little community going around it. The I wanted to show one thing. Oh, so you can look at all of the different code that we reviewed on the YouTube link. And then we also,
Actually, it's in the app. Let me quick share a link to the app. Unspent is like a pretty good front-end developer. So whenever he has an idea, he only takes a
He's
couple
a
of days to
wizard.
develop something. Yeah. Huh?
yeah, so there's he actually came up with based on that, he came up with this Don's Docs, which is basically like how to interact with all the different Aiken libraries, like this vodka prelude and the standard library. Um,
Yeah. So this is just a place where all of the different things we use for development are they're all together. So we can directly use one docs instead of using 4 or 5 different docs.
yeah, nice.
And this is the app, by the way. So the video is there and the code is right below it, and all the
Oh,
shots are also there. Yeah.
yeah. So we did 10 sessions. And
Yeah, we
so,
did 10 sessions and 2 extra sessions with Andamio.
oh, that's
I
right.
didn't post the Andamio sessions yet because I wasn't sure if I should post or not. But if we have a thumbs
Sorry.
up, I can post those as well. Yeah.
Nice.
I should probably change my GitHub profile.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move this one over from in progress to done. And we say goodbye to it. Until next time.
Amazing.
All right, so what about well, we did have it in order. Let's see. This guy. How about video updates? Andrew, want to chat with this one?
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, so that's gone really well. We can't move it to done quite yet, but we've got 16 new videos, 15 of which have been edited. But I just looked before, we actually still have one left to edit. And then I think 8 of them are live and on YouTube. Once we get that last editing done, then it'll be done. So that's again been a really good project. We've had a small little team. There was myself, Caesar, Alex, and Jethro mostly. Alex created a lot of the videos. Caesar did a few at the beginning. I did a few on the mesh modules, and then Jethro has pretty much edited all of them. And yeah, it's worked quite well. Yeah, I guess I mean it was nice having a tight knit team to do it, but we didn't have a lot of community interest in it really. Maybe that was part of the way I marketed it, but to be fair, that probably worked quite well because it was Alex and Jethro, once they got into the swing of things, they knew exactly what they needed to do. So yeah, I think that worked quite well. So we've got nice new videos for the PPBL course. It is only, well, that the project was only for half of the videos required for the PPBL course. So that's a decision what we need to make, which if we wanted to continue to do that, I'd probably encourage somebody else taking it over than myself. But yeah, it's been really good. I think next week I'll tie in with Jethro after this just to get that last one edited, and then we'll be able to move it to done next week.
Nice, nice. Jethro, you want to come in and just give a little bit?
I was just shocked. I thought Andrew was somebody else. I did not know he's a nature groups. Was this the
Ah,
first Discord?
I throw
Yeah,
people
I did
over.
not know it's the same person. Yeah. So I was surprised. Oh, I was surprised that this is the person I have to ask conversation with. I did not know that.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
That's
thanks for all
brilliant.
your editing, Jethro, and yourself, Alex, for all your video creation.
Yeah, thank you very
yeah,
much.
it's been a nice project to work on.
Yeah, Alex, want to jump on and give a little?
Yeah, thank you. It was a lot of fun doing these videos. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say. It was fun to do. It's a good material. I'm looking forward to, just pushing Intersect to support it more. And so that we can get more, resources and hopefully promotion from Intersect so that more people take the course. But I mean, there's nothing to report on that side, It's like he's goddamn bureaucratic machine,
Well, yeah.
Yeah, there's some talks about using Andamio for GovTool development, and I'm since yesterday and 1 year ago actively involved with that, and trying to just make Gimbalabs more influential in Intersect as a community and to support more people with to make sure that more people who involved with Intersect they go through Gimbalabs as a part of the process.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, it was really great to see this project going. And it did seem like there was a good little community around it, like all of these. Okay, so let's move this, and we're not going to move it to done, but we are going to say hello to it. And I definitely want to wait. Harsh, I mean, I could give a little thing about the Odin season of collaboration, which was basically we over at Odin had 13 weeks of really short sprints where we did all these great experiments. But I'll let Nori talk about it in a more complete way later on. Were there any other?
Emmanuel, developers,
Oh,
African developers.
yes. And I guess that one is also still sort of ongoing, but it would be good to get a little update. Right, this one. We'll move her down here.
Yeah. So on Gimbalabs African Developers Education Initiative. So on the I'll just be because I already dropped some reviews on our Discord, on Gimbalabs Discord. So I'll just summarize what I dropped. So on the 14th of June, that was when we officially initiated the project, which we did the onboarding event in the University of Lagos, which though on the day it was not really good for us because it was raining as at like 6 a.m. where the students were not it was not convenient for most students that attended. So students that attended that day, like it really shows they were really passionate about what we are trying to do. So we still managed to onboard 50 students on that day, though we were actually expecting more, more because on our sign up link we had over 150 students. sign up on also on our WhatsApp. So yeah, on the 20th of June, that was when the class officially started. Though the class was not really smooth because on my side as well, I'm still learning this Aiken thing. But I was able to give them what I know, not to give them what I don't know. I was just very minimal about it, and it was like a very great experience. Like in tutoring and teaching. So we had 12 classes delivered, which Asha himself assisted with the last class we had, which is a total of 13 classes, and we have all of the recordings down. And right now we are in the hackathon phase, and we have 9 projects submitted in the hackathon phase. And one of the students, is done with his hackathon, and the project is actually like really inspiring. Yeah, and still in discussion with Asha and Newman as the proposed judges. So the challenges we had was is my time up, or maybe I can just
Yeah, a
yeah, one
little
of
bit
the
more. I think we're doing great on time.
yeah.
Yep.
So the challenges we had during the class was students trying to balance their day-to-day student work with the class. Though we were having the class during the weekend, we had the classes during the weekend, which is Fridays and Saturdays. And some students were limited to join the hackathon because they don't have access to the laptop and the devices and all of those. So yeah, so we are in the hackathon phase right now, and I'm hoping for wonderful projects out of the hackathon. And yeah, so it's nice. Maybe Jetro wants to add like maybe 1 minute of what he thinks. It's
Yeah.
So all I would just say is the students were really dedicated. From what Emmanuel said, the first day where we were having the onboarding event, like it rained heavily. We thought there were going to be no turnout, but our surprise, people showed up in the rain. They came through, and then they were willing to learn, like open-minded. And then from there we had the onboarding events, and then we started to have the classes. I think Emmanuel did most of the classes. The only thing was the weekend. During the week, we have our competition, something like a quiz, mini quiz for the students to just engage them to check their participation. So those days were really tough. Everybody would be like, I don't know, maybe guessing the answers. They will not just go through the questions. They'll just drop an answer immediately, just be something like that, just trying to. So at the end of the day, we decided to use a Slido for the questions so they can choose the answer. And then at the end of the day, we'll guess the winner. So those were part of the things we did to engage the students. And then I think at the end of the class, we try as much as possible to give them their internet back so that they can say, okay, there's no reason for them not to join the class at least. So we give them internet, and they provided internet for them to join the classes. And what else did we do? I think those were the main things. Yeah. Also, the hackathon now, we are looking forward to, how do I put it now? So we are just looking forward to, I would like to sponsor or for help from the Gimbalabs team to, yeah, the judges, yeah, judges for the hackathon.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, I think that's good. Also, I wanted to say something. The students are, I don't know if any of them is part of this, because we shared the link to them if they want to join the open sessions. I don't know if they are here or not. So, but I think we'll still check on that and see how their responses are.
Yeah.
So I
Please
think that's
invite them. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I got to see those Wednesdays quizzes, and they were hilarious, man. Just because it was just a group of university students. It was just so lively, so fun. And people like, and they weren't just like silly questions. They were like real questions. So it's great. It was absolutely great. Um, and and then it seems like, yeah, it really incentivized people to get those minutes because they were very keyed on the minutes. Like it was like a real value to them to be able to have, the resources to do it. Um, I'm super appreciative of this idea. And Emmanuel first came to us like last year, and we went through a Project Catalyst proposal. And we were able to get it funded here. And what you two and the rest of the community have done with minimal resources has just been phenomenal. I know that Harsha and I are looking forward to to judging the hackathon, and 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 I think that's I'm super stoked to hear that folks are working through and getting things in.
Yeah, I completely agree too. Like the one class that I took, it was really great. Like they asked like amazing questions. Everyone was so like intent on like learning and stuff. So it was really great. Yeah.
And for me it was like the non-trivial stuff. This wasn't just sort of generic, oh, Cardano wallet and UTXO kind of this, and they were really digging into developer work.
Oh
That was
yeah,
refreshing.
100%. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
it was, what was funny? I asked a question in the class and people were thinking, and immediately like Emmanuel jumped in and he was like, I taught you this. Why are you not able to answer? I thought that was
Yes,
hilarious.
Emmanuel. Yeah, yeah, he's a real educator. Like takes it seriously. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
All
All
right.
right.
So I think we are set with this proposal, right?
Yeah, yeah, we'll keep it in the in progress. But we'll come back to review it in next month. Next month.
All right. I think we can move on to the consent phase right now, right?
Yeah,
For the
let's go.
proposals.
Yeah.
So I think there are two proposals that are high priority. So let's do it this way. There is one proposal which is about just maintaining hosting the space, like the compensation for the hosts and what is their responsibilities for this space. And the
Yeah.
second one is the DREP one. And the third one I'm hoping is Maureen's proposal. Maureen, do you have a proposal ready?
Hey, Maureen, I did see her here. I can't, maybe on
I
mute.
think so. I think so. Yeah,
Nice.
I do. Yeah.
All right, perfect, perfect. Let's get to Maureen's proposal as soon as possible. So let's get these two done first.
Okay, cool.
Newman, do you want to quickly open the proposal for this space?
Yeah. So season 6 hosting open spaces. Well, let's put it in here. And operational dates will be we got those down in there. Oh, hold on. The title is Conduct Open Spaces, the Gimbalabs Governance Activities. It's basically what we're doing right now. And that and actually Harsha really put this together pretty well just earlier. What we want to do with our resources as Gimbalabs, what we want to do with our time, and what we want to do with the Gimbalabs treasury. And we do that, we use this Gimbalabs style of the Sociocracy 3 governance. And part of that is creating these proposals. And really the outcome is that we keep these open spaces going. We want to do 13 sessions between September last week and December, before the holidays. And here's some evaluation criteria, the social media stuff, the timeline. I do have a resources required in the spreadsheet. And the personnel responsibilities are just shared between Harsha and myself.
And if anyone else wants to join, please feel free.
Oh, yes, actually. That is we the question is, hey, how can I get involved? And you just have to ask us, and we would love to have you shadow or share responsibilities. If you feel like you want to facilitate or do, what Harsha and I are doing, Lewis, this would be kind of like cultivating in the season of collab over at Odin.
Don't get me excited.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I think Lewis could do this. I would love to have Lewis do the thing, and actually anyone could come in and host and sort of facilitate these meetings.
Yeah. James has his hand up, by the way.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, just from a historical perspective, for anybody who's not aware, Harsha and Newman were not the facilitators of this space 1 year ago, right? And so
Yeah,
in
that's
the
right.
last year, they've become the leaders of it. And I do think that rotating on this is a really exciting thing for the future of Gimbalabs.
Yeah. It's kind of a decentralized concept, is that
Yeah.
there's sort of like a term, because we don't want to do it forever, because we have other projects, there's other projects here. Last season, it was my focus, and this year it was my focus. It was happy to have the summer where we didn't have to have open spaces, and we were able to, just thinking about the projects that we just reviewed. I thought that was really cool, and it did allow us to focus in on these other very cool projects. But I think open spaces, the governance and the interactions and the community that we build with these open spaces is absolutely fundamental and really, really important. I hope that you agree. I'm super glad that you're here. And then, yeah, and if you please consider stepping up to
Yeah.
help us with it.
Yeah, yeah. And the key responsibilities are: one is hosting the space, two is just social media, posting on social media about the space. And what else did we say? Would we
Yeah.
also be posting the videos? I forgot.
That was something that we
YouTube
didn't
post
have.
YouTube posting the videos, yeah, as well.
Yeah, that's in Sebastian's here, and normally, like, is
Is
this
he?
something that you want to continue to do, or would you like for us to do it? Do we have the permissions and whatnot in the YouTube
Party.
sense?
Oh, and he had to jump off.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
But
Okay.
I think it's worth it to try to hand this off from Seb.
Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah. This is one of those to rotate out. It's kind of fun, and he did an incredible job. Not only did he not only did he do the posting, he wrote the descriptions and did the social media posts and the images. So these are just 2 lines, but they're really four things. And he did this Discord announcements. So he was really integral to this sort of thing. Yeah, so let's try to figure out the like how to keep those going on.
I have a question. For example, with could you scroll up a bit?
Yeah.
So
posting on X, yeah, are you using my personal account or the Gimbalabs account?
Yeah, no, we'll be using the Gimbalabs account, or at least if you can craft a tweet or something like that, I have access to it, so I can post from Gimbalabs account or something like that.
And we can add you at any time, right?
Yeah.
We add people as delegates so they can post on behalf of Gimbalabs.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
Yeah, and that works out pretty good. It's really pretty simple. Adding delegates to and I think, I think that goes with the Gimbalabs YouTube, is that we can also sort of, you can get like a contributor access to the YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's how it works. Yeah. Okay, so in the a review.
Money. Check the money.
Oh, let's do the money. Okay, here we go. Always I'm still a little weird about money, but here we go. So I do these spreadsheets. let's see, here's the timeline. So these are the timelines. We're here on September 25th, where we did our community, the previous review. And then here is the budget. So we've got 13 sessions, and that comes down into, so our finishing one would be December 11th. And if the cost per session was 225, the total budget would come into under 3,000 ADA. This is all in ADA. And the session breakdown would be so the social media and YouTube, like the SEB role, would be 100 ADA, and then the hosting, that's what Harsha and I are doing right now, would be 125 for the total of 225.
Yeah, it's
Does this?
125 for both, not for each.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we could put this one there.
Hey, James, go for it.
That was my question. Yeah, so it's 125 for hosting, and if there's multiple hosts, they can choose to split it like you guys are doing.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so does this, so with that in mind, we can maybe do a round. Now, this is a round is where we ask for clarifying questions, like Lewis asked for a clarifying question. It's like, how do I post? So that's a great example of a question. And is there anything that we don't understand about this? And you can raise your hand or come off mute and ask. It's a pretty straightforward thing. And if there are no clarifying questions, what we can do is you know what, I want to bring up,
Any concerns?
yeah, the concern, and the concern is a sort of a keyword in
S3.
S3. I'm trying to find the season 6. Here we go. Because I put this flow down below here. This guy. Maybe I didn't. Where did I put it? Anyway, there's a flow to this process, and the next one is a round of what do they call it? It's not responses. Oh, geez. Help me out, Harsha. Where's the start here?
What are you looking for? I have no idea what you need.
I'm looking for the start here. Here it is. Start here. Hold on. It's right down here. Or is it? Did I just find that? Sorry, guys.
Whatever you're doing, I'm going to give you 10 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go. I think it's in this one. Yeah. So understanding. Oh, so the next one is a round. That's what this little guy is, of a brief response. So let's do a round of a brief response. And we'll start with, I'm just going to go down the thing. Andrew, do you have a response for this? And the next will be Emmanuel.
No, I'm pretty experienced with how Gimbalabs functions now, so no issues for me.
Okay. Thanks, Andrew. Emmanuel, and then after Emmanuel, James.
Yeah, everything is good on my side. Yeah.
Okay. All right, perfect. James and then Jethro.
Yeah, it's good to see this important part of what we do here officially funded. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks, James. Jethro next, and then Lewis.
Good with me. Okay.
Okay. Lewis and then Maureen.
I really like this because I want to start posting more on my social media accounts in regards to whatever I'm doing. So it's gonna be cool.
Nice. Yeah. Thanks, and Lewis and Maureen, and then Nelson. Maureen might. Oh, he's still on mute.
Oh, I thought it was Lewis before me. Hi guys.
It was actually.
Good to see everyone here.
Yay. Hey, Martin. So do you have any response about this proposal to sort of task Harsha and myself and then possibly a YouTube poster for the 13 sessions and 3,000 ADA to conduct these open spaces?
I love it. You know, it's funny we are mentioning that now. I was talking to James the other day about how Gimbalabs has all this cool shit that nobody knows about. So that's a beautiful idea. I said, let's do it.
All right, excellent. Thanks, Maureen. And Nelson, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm all on board with this one. And yeah, keep it going, guys.
Nice. And what do you think, Harsha?
I think we should jump to consent. If anyone has objections, we can jump to the objection, but if not, we can jump to consent.
Yeah. So it didn't sound like there were any objections. If there are any, then we can jump to, yeah. Are there any objections? So, or concerns, like the concern is something like, oh, did you think about this? I didn't see this in the proposal that I kind of feel might need to be there. Where an objection is like, hey, this is a stopping, this, I can't really consent to this until something changes. For instance, one thing that actually Maureen brought up, I feel like we kind of need to say something about in the responsibilities section about the responsibilities. So I guess it says that Harsha and I will share the responsibilities, including the social media posting. Is Harsha, is that?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
All right.
Okay, so that's my one objection. Does any other, like, any holes in the proposal, things that we should add more details about? These are all like concerns and objections. Okay.
All right. So if there are no objections, I think it can be called officially consented on.
Yeah,
Am
and
I
if
right?
you want, you can instead of doing a whole round based on just sort of the feeling right now, and expedite, you can just emote with like a thumbs up or a party or some emoji. Okay,
Yeah.
Andrew gives us a party symbol. Any emojis? James and Nelson. All
Lewis
right,
gave a
Emmanuel.
thumbs up. All right.
Yep. Perfect. Okay, this could send it to.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. All right.
So this
Guys.
was a short and fast consent process. If it was the first time that you did that, hey, congrats. What do you think, Harsha?
Yeah, absolutely. Congrats. You have consented to your first proposal if it's your first time. And if it's
Yay.
not, you have consented to another proposal. Okay, so let's move on to the next proposal, which is Nelson's DREP, DREP what? Nelson's DREP app.
Platform.
Yeah.
Progress. Okay. So now this one, yeah. We'll let Nelson, and we'll give you, I'll give you 5 minutes or so to sort of talk through it.
Yeah. Nelson, if you want to come off mute and give us like a run through of the proposal.
Right.
Oh.
So yeah, I think we can directly go to the driver. So in the last open spaces, Sebastian brought out attention that's in Gimbalabs that we have registered as a DREP and we have delegation from over around 66 different addresses. and a total about a little close to 1 million ADA. So that's how much that Gimbalabs DREP has on his hands. And the driver here is that Gimbalabs is registered, but has remained inactive for a majority of the proposals that have went through. So we don't have a proper way to delegate, our voice and help that. So I have a proposal to bring up a platform, to create a platform that provides a fast, actionable response and deliver an MVP within 2 to 3 months, and make Gimbalabs DREP much more active. Right. So yeah, title here is just a DREP community platform MVP, a fast-track solution to reactivate Gimbalabs as an active delegate representative, ready in 2 to 3 months. The background is that Gimbalabs has been a hub for a community, and we have a gap where community members who have delegated to Gimbalabs or who are part of the Gimbalabs community lack active participation representation. So the proposal is to deliver a minimal working platform that will provide both credibility and functionality. And then the part of the proposal is that we will try to scale this platform that we're working on right now to a full-scale product for Gimbalabs in the Fund 15. And yeah, continue working on it. Right. So the intended outcomes here, right? Deliver a functional MVP within 2 to 3 months that reactivates Gimbalabs as a visible, accountable DREP. Enable stakeholders to view proposals, see how Gimbalabs is voting and give feedback. Provide basic community engagement tools, like, to provide a way to give voting rationales and discussions. And the second one is deliver a Discord bot that sends reminder each day about unvoted proposals. And then third, we want to gather feedback from people who are interested in helping out build the platform, and what other criteria should be supported to grow participation. So right now, we are starting with one criteria, that's that people who have took part in sustain and maintain Gimbalabs project will be able to have a say in the final vote for the Gimbalabs DREP. So the next point is to develop an incentivization program. At least allow people who are participating to redeem gimbals as a token of gratitude for now, because gimbals doesn't actually have a market value. So it will be a token of gratitude, but we're trying to experiment with gimbals further down the line. And yeah, to deliver on the MVP and establish trust and demonstrate traction before Fund 15, where we want to, deliver a proposal and try to scale this platform to a full product. So details include MVP features, where there's a DREP profile dashboard where we can see Gimbalabs voting history, rationale, and upcoming proposals. Community participation. We thought of the simplest way to get the process going. So right now it will be a democratic voting for community to help make decision, but we can experiment with other ways of getting to consent. But this seems to be the simplest way to get it going and get to an MVP. And transparency part, where we publish decisions openly with rationale linked to the government proposals. And we have been doing that for the couple of proposals that have been voted. James has provided a repository, and we can see the rationales there. We'll continue to do so. And basic notifications, that's the Discord part that I mentioned before, and it will provide insights to the state of the governance actions. And we have an existing prototype, so it's available here in the link provided here. You can see things, and we'll use that as a base to get going. So this is almost functional, like people can start voting. There are 10 people who are eligible within the first criteria. And we want to grow the criteria so that more people can participate on it. Right.
Nice, nice, nice.
And if we hop back into the proposal,
Yeah, here we go.
and yeah, focus on modular architecture so that it's easily expandable to scale to a product that other communities can replicate and use it or fork it. We can do all sorts of things, and within discussions, we have even talked about putting in revenue pathways for Gimbalabs to generate revenue. But yeah, that's all down the line for a full-scale product for Fund 15. And that's not included for the MVP part in this proposal. So yeah, impact and benefits, restore trust in Gimbalabs' role as a DRAP. For community, delegator gains transparency and voice in decision-making. Ecosystem demonstrate fast response to governance gaps, build a governance participation culture. And future growth positions the platform as a candidate for Catalyst 115, and an incentivization through gimbals. Early adopters and active community participants can be rewarded gimbal tokens for activities such as giving feedback, participation in discussions, or delegating through the platform. This strengthens community bonds and creates a sustainable participation loop. Evaluation criteria is we will deliver the MVP in 2 to 3 months, and by December we will have an evaluation whether we have achieved that or not. And we will also measure engagement metrics within the platform itself, and we will be actively looking at the user activity. We'll have stats about that, and we would like to get feedback loops established on Discord channels and other other places where we communicate. For example, open space like this. And yeah, the timeline is that we would refine what features goes into the MVP. We will build it within 3 to 6 weeks, and we will make it available to people as soon as possible. It's written here week 7 to 8, but the existing site is already functional, and we would like to make it more obvious to do so. Resources required here. Right. So yeah, I have talked with Harsha and Newman, and we are 3 of us are on board to share responsibilities, and anyone who is interested is like open. We will be focusing on building, so we won't be trying to build on ramps on who can join us and who not. To participate in this work, just reach out to any of us or drop in to any of our calls. Here, the time is that we are going to meet 2 times a week openly in Discord, and yeah, everyone's welcome. So drop by here, say that you're interested in taking up the responsibilities, and yeah, let's do that. And yeah, we'll work on the task asynchronously. And we will be using some infra, Vercel, and Notions. But yeah, that's all part of the culture already. So yeah, there's not much to add there. And for the budget, we are trying to get to the MVP from Gimbalabs Treasury funding. And again, we'll seek for more additional funding from Catalyst Fund 15 later on. And we would like to also ask for some gimbals to test on the incentive program. And we are also requesting a subdomain, probably drap.gimbalabs.com, to be hooked up to the platform. And we're going to be creating a new channel if this passes in the current projects category in the Discord. Yeah, the next one.
drep.gimbalabs.com is pretty cool. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, the budget here is that we are seeking 12,000 ADA, and it will be deposited to Andamio Treasury to have a traceability, auditability, or transparency, like who goes, how much goes to who. And we are asking to have half of it upfront and then the remaining 6,000 later from user consent compensation model that Harsa brought up. So we're going to seek feedback and ask for user consent for distribution of the last 6,000 ADA. And then we talked about gimbals, but so the later part of the later part of that bullet points is going to take up a whole different conversation. So right now we're going to ask for 50% of Gimbalabs current gimbal holdings in the circulating supply. Gimbalabs right now has around 11 million gimbals in the stake pool. And yeah, we're going to seek out 5 million gimbals to hand out to people who are participating in this DREP program.
Okay.
And yeah, responsibilities is that we're going to be doing Discord API and maintenance where we create a cron job and a notification format for everyone to get the insights there. We will be hooking up backend, Blockforce integration, database, and Andamio API, user interface, and botting interface, dashboard interface, GitHub integrations for publishing the final rationale, code maintenance, repository maintainer, and community manager, incentivization program planning, contribution guidelines, bring updates to these open spaces, gather community requests, and reply to queries in Discord and X regarding the platform. And we have the final on-chain board, which James is taking responsibility for now. And we also need a Catalyst proposal writer who will write the final proposal. And all of these bullet points will not be handed, like, doesn't necessarily need to go to one person and can be shared responsibility. So if anyone's interested, reach out. Right? And yeah,
let's pause here. I guess it's just one last section. Yeah, we can go through that. But I do want to get into like asking clarifying questions. Typically because we may have already forgotten about some questions. Hopefully people are keeping track of questions or anything that they want to ask. So yeah, let's finish up with this last one.
So yeah, that we will try not to scope creep and we'll just go through the MVP to deliver as fast as we can. We will try to reach out to whatever channels available for participation, ask for participation, and yeah, we'll use reliable APIs. And the MVP is clearly a stepping stone for the full product, right? And yeah, review plans, we will be meeting weekly to sync. And MVP release and user testing, collect feedback, incorporate whatever results that comes from this part to the Fund 15 proposal. That's it. Yeah.
All right. I do want to show just quickly a little bit of what it does. So here it is running on my local, and it basically goes out and finds these proposals. Like all of these are okay. That's fetching. So these are proposal IDs, and etc. And then this is actually the bot. And then this goes over, it's running on my little testing server, and it comes out, looks like this. We also have a bot that's running on the Gimbalabs Discord. So this is just basically what it might look like. And it would show, like there would be a channel. Well, I can just show you that channel. There would be this channel that says,
these are the. You'll have to go to the right. Oh,
is it this one? This one, yeah. And like Tevo already started in on it. He's like, okay, so he started to communicate in the Discord about it. So it's already working. As far as clarifying, um, questions for me, the one thing that's is the Gimbalabs, or the Gimbal tokens. Yeah, I think we should just make like a comment that just says we plan to use Gimbal tokens for incentive, and we don't really need to consent on how much or whatever like that at this stage. It's just at some point, unless we want to consent on that. That would be my clarifying question. Does anyone, or Harsha, what's next here?
I mean, clarifying questions, I would love to hear other people, if anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew, go ahead.
First of all, Nelson, that was a fantastic proposal.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for well done. Thanks. So no, this is a fantastic proposal itself. The content of it, I think it's really the glue sort of to get this direct thing going, which I know we've been talking about. It's a really good idea, and you've obviously already implemented a lot of it. So thanks for that. My clarifying question was, I think you kind of answered it. So the plan is to implement the Andamio API so that we can get the amount of qualified contributors to Gimbalabs. Is that correct?
That
You said
is,
there was 10.
yeah, that
Is
is
that
one.
who's taken the course?
Yeah, that is one part of it. Right now, like as the prototype exists, right? I have put down the link. So the prototype allows people who are in the sustain and maintain Gimbalabs project to be able to vote. So that's the one criteria that's imposed right now, and we want to expand on that criteria, and add more, like actually measurable criterias, so
No,
that
I
more
think
people
that's
have participation.
perfect. No, yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's great. Okay, thank you. Thumbs up for me.
Nice. Okay. Any other clarifying questions? And then we could do Harsha, do you want to lead us in a round? Just a I don't know why I'm spacing that, but just a response or that round of
Yeah, sure. I mean, we can start
or
off
go
with.
right to consent. So the it's basically tasking Nelson, Newman, and Harsha, and asking for 12,000 ADA up, or in total, but 6,000 up front, and then a remaining 6 to be based on a user consent, another sort of thing.
Yeah,
So
and
we'll
by
have
the way,
that
6,000 upfront doesn't mean we'll directly pocket the 6,000. It goes into the project treasury, and then on top of
Yeah.
it, we'll withdraw. Yeah.
And we do, yeah, in Andamio Treasury, and should be easy, or we have access to that. We won't be using the sustain and maintain. I guess that's a clarifying question.
Yeah,
We won't use sustain and maintain.
yeah, we said we would like to use another separate treasury. So yeah, we will be creating a different project for this.
Okay.
So at this point, does anyone have any concerns, clarifying questions? Let's give it 30 seconds. And if not, we would have reached consent. What do you think, Newman?
Well, let's go because we want to definitely get at least one round of people's voices, just saying,
Okay, fair
I
enough.
either I consent or here's some questions and we can go in there. But that might be nice.
Yeah, I think
Because
that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Go for it. Call out the first name, then we'll go in that order.
Okay. Andrew and then Emmanuel.
No consent from me. I think it's really important, and you've done fantastic work already. So go for it.
And Emmanuel and then James.
Yeah, all good on my side. Yeah, no clarifying question also.
Thanks, Emmanuel. James and then Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah, consent here, and I'm excited to establish the pattern of how we plug in Andamio for that user authentication piece. So
Yeah,
that interest, very exciting. Thanks for writing the proposal.
yeah. Jeremy, thanks, James. Jeremy, and then Jethro. Jeremy might be on mute. He may be just listening in. Okay, we'll come back to you if you come back, Jeremy. Jethro, and then Lewis.
All good on my side too. All good.
All right, cool. Thanks, Jethro. Lewis, and then Maureen.
Thank you, thank you. So I wasn't really sure what was happening in the Discord channel
Oh, right. What
in
was all
regards to
that?
the
Yeah.
in regards to the DREP, but this whole proposal has made things clearer for me. So I have no objections. So thumbs up for me, man.
Cool. And just to, well, yeah, I think the DREP role is important, and this is going to help us be active participation, to be active in this. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Lewis, and then Maureen. And yeah.
Yeah,
And after
I
Maureen, yes, go ahead.
I think it's a good idea. You can have all my money. Well, not my money, but I also, James, can you check your DM? I wrote you a message.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. And then Nelson, you're yeah. So with that, I feel like Harsha, what do you think? I think
I
that's
think, yeah.
consented to.
Yep.
Hooray, hooray. Let's go over here and move from proposal to in progress. All right, looks like we just we picked up a project.
All right. So, Maureen, you are up next, but we only have about 8 minutes left. So if you want to give us like a brief overview of your proposal, and then we'll do consent and deep dive next week. What do you think?
And I just read a message from Maureen about a phased approach. So Maureen, yeah, if you want to reconsider as a phased approach, that's totally fine. Do you want to say anything to the crew at this time?
Oh, yeah. So, thank you guys so much. First of all, I will just leave a link in the comments for everyone to go check it out. Hold on.
I think I might have it. Ada experts. Yeah, Ada experts. This one? Yeah, I got it. This is it. Beautiful.
Yeah, I had a whole plan to share my screen, but now that I only have a minute, I'll just talk about the I'll be real fast.
Sure. It's just
Okay,
us
so
chickens here. You could, we're your friends, and you can just explain this, and then next week you can give like a more formal or official or some type of presentation. But right now, just because you've gone through writing this, like we can go through this proposal, very very relaxed way.
Okay, so my proposal is about a problem that has been kind of a regular thing that I noticed in the community, where people ask each other, do you know any crypto accountant? Do you know any Bluetooth developer? Do you know anyone
Yeah.
who sells napkins? And so on. So most often we do this in Discord channels and Telegram, on X, and so I thought maybe if we get like a platform where our builders, all these brilliant developers that we have, could come and put themselves out there, just a simple directory where Cardano professionals can list their services and community members can actually find them. So I guess the initial idea I had was something like a phone book for people who understand what a UTXO is in simple terms. So
I love it.
what
love
we
it.
have right now, what we have right now is just that, just a phone book. But I was thinking that it could be more than that, more than just a directory, because we want to keep economic activity within the ecosystem. When somebody needs professional help, they should be able to find it from people who understand it. And my bigger vision is that I want to add other features to it, like company profile, so you can see who works where. You know how fun it is on X, where you're affiliated to Gimbalabs, and then there's the PFP, right, of Gimbalabs on your profile. So now we are talking about professionals, and
Yeah.
it looks more fun. And I think that if we could make it that nice, people would actually use it. That's one feature. And then we could also expand beyond Cardano, because I think that this is not something that is happening only on Cardano. It's probably happening on Ethereum, Solana, the entire crypto community. So the goal is that for a start, we could make this directory a place where professionals list their profiles, yes, and then you can find them based on certain categories. Say you're looking for content creators on Cardano, you simply go to the directory that has Cardano community members. You go to the content creators directory, you select it, and then you see Lily, you see Linda, you see all of those people. And then you're looking for developers, you go, and so on. So that's right now we don't have that there. Eventually, of course, we're gonna have that. And then if you were looking for somebody to help you out on a project, maybe collaborate on Ethereum, then you could find it there as well, eventually. So we need to scale this properly. I have a partner, Wilco, that he and I are working on handling like the core development. So we want to build this tool, and then we also need support for the infrastructure, the design, and eventually integrating it with platforms like Andamio. I'm sorry, James, if I didn't pronounce that well. I've been having trouble with Andamio. Yeah, so
you got it. You nailed it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yay. So we will create a complete ecosystem of learning and professional connection. And then I think the opportunity is that every blockchain community faces this. And for Gimbalabs, we were hoping that it could create access to this network as well. So we and also the integration part, which I think Gimbalabs could support us with the devs, and well, what can I say? The talent is here, we just need to make it visible. So
I love it. I love it.
yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, I think that we can work on this a little bit and come back and run through the consent process. I definitely think that getting everybody's feedback on the proposal will help.
Yeah, and specifically, how can like the Gimbalabs community help you? Would you need funds? Would you need manpower to help out with building, or would you need
Right.
social media support, whatever?
Yeah. Those are sort of the focus in my mind. It's like once you get the idea and because you've got this MVP, so it's pretty clear, and then it's just like, hey, you're asking for like a commitment of time and resources, and then the more clear you can be about that, the easier it is for us to contribute.
And it
But it's
sounds like
certainly, yeah.
It sounds like this proposal will be updated by Maureen a little bit between now and next week because how you're thinking about it is evolving. Am I getting that right?
Yeah.
So don't
And that's
no.
a
Sometimes we give each other at Gimbalabs homework to go read the proposal, but that's not the homework for right now because there's a couple of changes incoming.
yeah. And you can always check in because this site is live. So you can always check in on how it is. And Maureen, you're available on the Discord to discuss. So if anybody hears this and wants to talk about it more, then you're available. I'm excited. I think that this idea, and especially those ideas around credentialing, and I love an ecosystem of learning and connection, as well as a phone book for people who know what a UTXO is. That's just great. That's a great tagline.
That's gonna
Um,
catch on.
yeah,
Oh, without a doubt.
yeah. Okay. We've come to the end of our 90 minutes. That seemed like we did a lot in those 90 minutes. Harsha, you feeling pretty accomplished? I am.
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Yeah. Um, let's turn off the recording and then we can all sign out. We'll say goodbye to YouTube and the people. Hey, come join us in Discord. Leave a comment if you have a question. And we look forward to seeing you again.